So
Yes.
it is a type of aluminum. It is an aluminum salt, which means that it does a couple of things. It closes off our sweat glands. It doesn't actually reduce the need for us to sweat. And as Lee mentioned, aluminum is considered a heavy metal, and so the liver has to work harder to chelate the aluminum out of our systems. And it's not a good option when there are better options available.
Right.
And so the doTERRA, because it doesn't have the aluminum salt, it does take a few days, like up to about 6 or 7 applications for our body to acclimate to it. I agree with you. I didn't like their original formula at all, but they changed their formula and I like their aroma profiles. And actually we do absorb a great deal through our underarms when we apply things like fragrances, etc. Right. And we have all of this is all lymph node tissue. Yeah. All of this is drainage, especially for women, to our breast nodes and our milk glands. These are very, very, very sensitive. So when we put metals and other salts in this area here, it can affect our health from our necks all the way down to the bottom of our rib cages, because we are really, really, really heavy with lymphs in here. Yeah. It's very easy to get these clogged and swollen
very important to have natural deodorant. Thank you, Lee and Patty. That was fantastic, and I needed that. All right, going to continue on, and I missed starting the recording. So facial cleanser I started with, Barrage moisturizer is the next thing. Then I talked about deodorant, and then next thing, whoops, now it's not going to let me move on. There we go. Next thing I do in the morning is I put a little bit of Yarrow Palm on my skin in certain areas. I know people that put this all over their body. I have had some surgeries and I put this on my scars, and I have seen amazing results that my body has healed. So very, very awesome to have Yarrow Palm in our arsenal. Whoops, that's out of order. Okay, then I put a little bit of Deep Blue on my knees. Now this doesn't have to do with skin. I don't put it on my knees for the skin purpose, but I just want to tell you this part of my routine because I've had my knees bother me in the past. They're not hurting these days. I've just decided that I'm worth a pea drop of Deep Blue every day to keep my knees from hurting. So I do that every day. And then Diane pointed out to me, and I appreciate this, Diane, that the Gua Sha Beauty Collection is still available. I can't remember when this one came out. Maybe it was Mother's Day. Anyway, it's still available. It's such a great deal because you get Yarrow Palm in the bottle, you get Yarrow Palm in the spray, and then you get this Gua Sha, and it's quartz stone, and they even have a cute little bag with it. But what I do with this, and they have videos online, is every morning, and I've actually owned this one, which is not doTERRA's. I've owned this one that I purchased probably about 2 years ago or so. I've used this every day, and I go up. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so you can see me bigger. But I go up my skin, and the video shows you how you go up here. So I've started adding that to my regimen because I didn't know that. And then I do this because you know those wrinkles we get right here as we get older. I take this every day and I push it to flatten and straighten those. So just want you to suggest Gua Sha is still available, and it probably will run out as soon as it does sell out. But Diana, I appreciate you pointing that out to me, that was still available. Great product that doTERRA has that you can get. And I believe it was the Mother's Day. I think so. So you have that option. Then, oh, come on, there it goes. My absolute favorite is this anti-aging eye cream. Now, if you were to take the anti-aging eye cream, and I know it doesn't seem like very much, it's a pretty light little thing here, and there's only this much stuff in it. It takes the tiniest amount. You push this button here. Again, I'm going to stop sharing, see if I can help this be a little bit easier to see. It has a little ball, a steel ball at the top. When you push here, a little tiny bit of lotion comes out around the steel ball. And I'm just going to show you when it comes out just the littlest bit. And then I go like this, and it feels so good because it's a cold little steel ball, and Then I use my finger and I rub it around my eye. And I've done this every day for probably 3 years, maybe 4. Anyway, amazing stuff. My skin around my eyes is the healthiest on my body. I can feel the difference of how it feels. And I know it's this anti-aging eye cream. Helps the skin amazingly. Okay, I'm running out of time and I got just a couple more things to share with you. We've got, come on, there it is. Body butter. I didn't bring my body butter down from upstairs, but this, if you have used it, is the most amazing, soft. It is buttery. And when you put the best oils in there, wild orange, frankincense, and then these wonderful natural things in there too. I put it on my elbows a lot. It is, you're just going to fall in love with it. If you haven't tried the body butter, you ought to try the body butter. Then the hand and body lotion is such an amazing product. It is one of the best lotions I've ever tried in my life. And I know people that have skin issues that can't put lotions on because it can burn, you know, if they have eczema or some of these other things. But doTERRA's lotion, I have had people use it and they have no problem with it. So you get the natural, you get something that's not going to have chemicals in it that people have to deal with. And then you can add your very own oil of choice to the lotion and use it. You can add blue tansy and put it on your skin. You can add serenity to it and use it at night to go to sleep. You just add whatever you want to their hand and body lotion and enjoy it. I'm curious if anybody else has a skin product I haven't mentioned that they love to use.
I use the
Lena?
hand and body cream and put Yarrow Palm, about 3 drops of Yarrow Palm in it and mix it up and then rub it all over my hands and arms and legs.
Love it. What a
Oh,
great
my
idea.
skin feels so wonderful.
Yarrow
I love
Palm, great idea.
the Yarrow Palm Pump
Uh-huh.
on my the back of my hands. I kind of like to preserve it, so I put it on the back of my hands, and then I put it on my face, so I'm getting it in both places at the same time, and then I put the body butter over that on my face.
Whoa, never heard of body butter on the face. Okay.
I use the brightening serum on a couple of sunspots on my face and they're starting to fade. So I use a little bit of the brightening serum on just a couple of spots on my face, but mostly I try to use it on the back of my hands because I have my mother's hands. These Irish speckles will not go away.
Yeah,
So I do my best.
I'm going to try that. That is a great idea. Anyone else have something they want to share? We are worth it. Ladies, we're worth a little bit of time. And my routine that I shared with you today probably doesn't take me any longer than 3 or 4 minutes. Boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, da boom. You just do it every day, get in a habit, treat your skin well, and you will be so glad you did. Now there's Cleveland, young little face in there. We all want to have skin like Cleveland. Yes. And Cleveland will look young forever because she has found doTERRA at such a young age. So that's so awesome.
Yeah, I use tea tree because I've always from a very young age have had acne problems. So tea tree helps you with all that and blackheads and all that. And now I have some, but like you can't really see them. They're much gone.
Looking awesome. Looking so awesome. Oh, I just love it. And then the last thing I just wanted to share was Lee and I are hosting a little royal treatment night at our house on Wednesday. I'm going to show you. It's not going to show you to share my screen, but let me do it. See if it'll do it. So we're doing a little, we're calling it Let Your Light Shine, drop in for a few minutes of royal treatment. So you see the products we've talked about today. So I thought I'd go ahead and mention this on this Wednesday afternoon from 4 to 7. If you'll drop in for just 10 or 15 minutes, we want to pamper you. We want you to be able to try these and get an aroma hand touch technique on your hands and make your own perfume to go home with as just a gift, and would love for you to consider stopping by on Wednesday the 13th. And it's really not to do with the class, but when I realized I was doing a class about the same products we're sharing that night, I thought I'd mention that. So please, 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 if you're nearby, come on by and join us. Thanks so much for showing up. And unusually, next Tuesday night, we're not having a class. I rarely do this except at Christmas time, but with Tuesday being so close to 4th of July and lots of people traveling, we are not having a class next Tuesday night. So if you would like to just remember, you could look at the newsletter I send out, but remember that the following Tuesday, not a week from tonight, but 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be having a class by Patty, and she'll be teaching about traveling with her oils. Now, Patty just got back from a big trip to Europe, and she's got a lot of tips about traveling with your oils. So you won't want to miss that class. It's on July 12th. So please join us for that night. And thanks for getting on for the short Zoom tonight. And most of you are business folks, so please stay on for a business training for a little bit. I'm going to stop the recording